Hello everyone. A little bit of a change from making videos of chainsaws. Now another Mercedes repair, if I can call it like that. So I'm changing the ball joint that connects the drop link from the sway bar. Reason is this arm, the main one, is basically new, a couple of months old installed, and without any reason, all the components being fairly new, it start making noise, creaking over bumps. And these ones, you can see Febi, Germany, so not cheap quality. I said I'll go with Febi. It's a well-known company, but it was absolutely horrible, noisy. When I pressed the ball joints in, I done it with a 12-ton press, so I haven't used any hammer, anything to damage the part itself. But even like that, absolutely horrible. I have the other one here. I done the other side as well, because I'm not I said I'll change both of them. I don't know where the noise came from. Horrible, absolutely horrible. So the first of all, I tried with taking the boot off, the rubber boot, and use some CV boot from a drive shaft grease, but that didn't cure it, because what I think is the plastic around the ball joint itself is very, very tight, so it doesn't allow for the grease to go inside. And the other only option was to drill on top and add a nipple to grease them, but I said that's way too much. So now, because I've used the torch to heat up a little bit the arm, not too much, just to allow me to remove them easily, I've made this how I done it. I'm using this Mercedes ball joint press, and it came like this. Yeah, so set like this. This pipe is small enough to go inside, and with the other receiver cup, yeah, I managed to press it out. It's quite hard, trust me. It takes a lot of pressure, a lot of force. These ones are the new ones. Much better. I can't do it with one hand, but much better design. And I tried them, move them by hand, no noise, smooth when turning. This is the part. Yeah, so made in Germany. I said I'll give it a go. So yeah, Fabi Bilstein, absolutely rubbish. You'll need a lot of tools. Definitely without this press you can't even approach the job, unless you take the arm completely out, but that and do it on the hydraulic press, but that will it will mess up the truck, this the alignment. It will mess it up. So I said I rather do it like that, because everything, that bush is brand new, that one is original Lemforder one, ball joints are changed, struts are brand new. So I said the noise only can come from these horrible Feby Bilstein ball joints. Look at them. Well, obviously you can't see anything judging from the outside, but it was noisy, unbelievable. And now I will clean very nice where this gets installed in the arm. You know, grease it, copper grease all over, just to help with pressing in, and hopefully they'll cure it. I have a brand new drop link as well. I'll change this as well because well, you have to take it off. So I had the old one was still okay, but whatever, for 15 pounds, 17 pounds, I will install new. So other than that, all good. I will pause it now and come back when it's installed. Okay, so now I have it set up. As you can see, you will need a long, ideally ratchet bar. You can do it most probably with a breaker bar, but doesn't swivel, so this length of a ratchet won't do it. It requires a lot of force. Look, I have a breaker bar, but always you have to remove it and engage it with the square. So as it is, it just goes nicely. Look, it goes in without damaging anything. Yeah, it takes a lot of force. Don't get me wrong, it has to be like that because it's a suspension component, so it should be under a lot of it is under a lot of tension, and you'll feel it when bottoms out, because it will be harder than normal. That's it, it's done. We go the other way now. Quite hard to do it with one hand, but yeah. So this is a 24. You have to have quality tools, otherwise you can't. Don't even think attempting the job if you have just a set of ratchets and the spanners. Nah, spanner won't do it here. It's gonna be a struggle doing it. Yeah. So press is out, ball joint in. Look, ball joint in. I'll wipe off the grease because not that will affect the rubber in any way, but will attract fine dust, and it does swivel and will prematurely wear the rubber boot. Other than that, it's all installed. Yeah, so the car will live to see another day, or many other days. Guys, thank you very much. It's not much from now on. It's just the reverse of dismantling. But okay, one more aspect. When tightening the strut bolt, at the moment I've placed it on top of the arm just to keep the suspension down, but when you're tightening to the bush, make sure you use a jack, lift up the suspension, and it's the same for this bush as well, where it goes here. Actually it goes like that because it will torn, and yes, it will affect the rubber. It won't last that long So it's a good idea, as much as you can. Obviously the best way is to take the car off the ramps and drive a little backward and forward and something like that, just a little bit. Suspension will settle under the weight of the car, and then you can tighten that, or on a lift like the ones for inspection, technical inspection for MOTs. But unfortunately I don't have something like that. But my way is, I know actually the right height, and I've measured from the middle of the hub to the top of the wheel arch, and I know it's about 37-38 millimeters. So look, at the moment we have 10 millimeters, sorry, not 10 millimeters, 10 centimeters, 100 millimeters extended suspension from the normal ride height. So I will use this jack, yeah, and lift it up to 370 millimeters, not 37 millimeters, so, or 37 centimeters from here, from this point to the top of the arch. Yeah, near enough. Yeah, so in that situation is as good as it can be, is as good as being on a ramp. So yeah, anything you wanna ask, go ahead and ask. I know this cars inside out, so yeah, anything you want me to ask, anything you want me to answer, I'll be happy to answer. You can ask me anything. Yeah, you can ask me about the bearings. I've changed those. Anything. Many people said that, and I've seen for sale sway bar bushes, but these ones are vulcanized on the sway bar, so there is no, it's impossible to change them. And on the other hand, the subframe has to come out. This car that we have here is a 3-liter V6 OM 642 engine. Is the earlier one with double chain, and these engines, they were much better than the latest ones, because they had cast iron sleeves inside the block, rather than just the alu seal, the coating inside the cylinders. But that's enough is enough. I don't want to bore you anymore with my silly comments. So yeah, I think lovely. Maybe probably the last true Mercedes that they built. Everything works, everything is yeah, proper. Guys, thank you very much, and like I said, anything else, ask me. Thank you. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.